that TMZ made about the downfall of Diddy, which I am pretty amazed that that came out so quickly because Diddy is not even in jail yet. So, I mean, as far as everything that has been going on, everyone, we are just assuming and waiting for when he actually, faces time in jail. Right now, Diddy is selling property, so a lot of reports or sources are saying that he's losing a lot of money, and that's the reason why he's selling his property. He has a home in LA, the same home that was raided by the feds that he purchased for 40 million, and apparently he's trying to sell it for 70 million. Don't know if he's going to get that much for it. It's in I forgot the name of the area that it's in, but it's a very like affluent area, and he's hoping to get 30 million more than what he paid for it. And anyway, this documentary I found on Tubi. TMZ actually has a lot of great little series, if you would, or little documentaries on there. I found the documentary that Harvey Levin did regarding the O.J. Simpson trial. I found that to be very interesting. I was actually very interested in the O.J. Simpson movie, if you will, that came out. Remember that 4-part series kind of thing that they did a few years ago? It would, to me, I think that Cuba Gooding Jr. did a really good job, and it was really good. Now, I'm gonna say this. One very annoying thing about this documentary, I'm trying to get her name. She's from, let me see, because I'm trying to get her name. I think her name is Aubrey. Yeah, I think it's Aubrey O'Day. Aubrey O'Day. Let me just make sure. Yes. Aubrey O'Day was featured in this documentary. She was one of the members of Danity Kane, and I forget the show in which Danity Kane was discovered on, but she basically was discovered through, oh, it's the reality show. So she was discovered through that reality show, Making the Band, and throughout the documentary, they showed clips of her interactions with Diddy, and she talked about, the verbal abuse, or she called it abuse. But I think the annoying thing about her being featured in this documentary is she didn't say anything. Harvey Levin would ask her questions and ask her, like, can you explain some of the things? And she wouldn't, and she would just say, that's for another time, or something silly like that. And it's just kind of like, why did you come on here if you're gonna be, if you're not gonna say anything? So it was just kind of annoying that she was on there because she didn't really say anything. So that was an annoying part of the documentary. What is this guy's name? Marcus. He was on there. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to remember his name. Downfall. Wait. Downfall of Diddy Marcus. His name, I'm trying to remember his last name. Oh, Mark Lamont Hill. I'm good. Let's see. Mark Lamont Hill. I didn't even see it online. It just came to my memory. Okay, so Mark Lamont Hill was in there, and he talked about a big misstep that Diddy made, which I agree. So this is something, even though Diddy is rich, I feel like he is cheap. And I think Mark Lamont Hill hit it on the nose when he said that maybe that, Diddy wouldn't be in the predicament that he's in now had he just paid Cassie. I think he was calling her bluff, and I think that he did not think that she was going to really say anything, so he didn't pay her. And he should have paid her, because then we wouldn't be where we are now, because a lot of people followed the lead of Cassie in like all of these lawsuits that he's in right now. So I think it was a pretty good documentary. It's on Tubi. And oh, I didn't even know that. Okay. So I think it was a good documentary. I think that it's kind of premature. I think they should have waited until he like got arrested or something. But I guess they're assuming, or they know more than us. Harvey Levin has a lot of inside information about stuff, so he probably knows that he really is going to jail. It feels unreal to me. But anyway, Diddy has a track record of being cheap with his artists, with people, with stealing money. I mean, he acts like he's very lavish and spends money on things, but I mean, we've seen this over and over with, he had like this big blowout with Jadakiss, oh my God, what's the name of that group? Styles P and, gosh, Chic Luke. Big blowout with them. He was kind of stealing money from them, or he duped them, whatever the case is with the contract. And it was a big thing. So he's just known for calling people's bluff, and before he pay this person, he will let this thing go, like become something major before he just pays them. So I think he was trying to do that old tactic with Cassie, and instead it backfired. It backfired. So it was actually pretty good. The only thing that was annoying, like I said, was Aubrey, because it was like she was acting like she was so traumatized. Now, from what I understand, he never like essayed her or anything like that. And I just feel like Aubrey did not deserve to be on there, because I think she was dramatizing the whole thing. If something else happened, like essay or something, okay, fine. But the clips that I saw, it was just like an argument, or just him telling her he doesn't like her outfit. And I'm like, why would you go to therapy because somebody told you they don't like your outfit? I think she over dramatized it. I think some stories have been over dramatized. Like people have just been trying to add on, like other people are coming out and they want a bag too, or they want a benefit too, or they want a reason or an excuse to say, this is the reason why my career is the way it is. And even Harvey tried to say like, hey, but you know, you have she had like a DK chain on her, and he was like, you know, trying to highlight some of the positives, and she was kind of still saying that it was bittersweet, because it was like you had some sort of career in some capacity, so it's like it's not all bad. But I think that she is just one of the people that I feel like is over dramatizing the thing. Like I don't think she's truly a victim. Yes, Diddy was probably guilty of being too harsh. And we watched the clips back. They inserted some of the clips from Making the Band into this documentary, and it didn't seem like something worthy of her being sitting there being a victim of like serious things. I just didn't think Aubrey O'Day deserved to be on there as a victim. He literally just told her he don't like her hair, he doesn't like the way she dresses. That's it. And she did talk back to him too much. He is your boss. You want to work for him. The way she was talking to him, it was crazy. So I don't think she deserves to be on there as a victim. But the documentary was cool. Mark Lamont Hill made some valid points on there. about Diddy, if he would have paid up, that maybe he wouldn't be in the predicament that he was in. Um, um, so what do you guys think? Not of my nose, but of of the documentary. Um, but yeah, the documentary, I think it was good, and it was short and to the point. I think they should have waited um, until he got arrested, because it seems unreal. Like, I feel like the raid, and we're still we're still waiting. It's um it's taking some time for them to actually arrest him. I would have thought, with all of the allegations that have been made, especially with there being video evidence, that he would have been apprehended by now. I don't know if it's money that's making them wait this long. I feel like it's unreal. Like, we'll never see him actually brought to justice or actually spend time in jail. It seems like so. And it seems like every other day there's a new lawsuit. It seems like there's more and more lawsuits coming out. Where is my mouse? It's service. Okay, so that's all I wanted to say. I just kind of wanted to give my 2 cents on um, Diddy's documentary. I found that it was good. TMZ has quite a few um, documentaries on Tubi, and some of them are actually pretty good. I've went through some of them. I'm a huge fan of Harvey, so I wanted to watch it to support him. I used to watch TMZ all the time. What do I think of the all white parties celebrities have? I don't really think anything of them up until people have now been coming out as far as Diddy's parties, that there's more to them. But I don't really, I never really thought too much about it, um, or look too much into it. Do they have, a deeper meaning? Do you think they have a deeper meaning, the all white parties? That's not really something that I ever looked into. I think the only party that I ever used to look forward to seeing pictures of is Rock Nation, because I'm a Jay-Z fan. Um, and are we looking forward to some things coming out on Jay-Z? I feel like that has kind of died down. There was talks that Jay-Z would be exposed next, but recently Claudia Jordan put some of that to rest, and it seemed, I don't want to say fake, but it seemed like forced. Claudia Jordan was has always been reported to be a friend to Kathy White, Kathy White has always been reported to be a ex-girlfriend of Jay-Z, who was supposedly pregnant when she passed away mysteriously. They said she passed away mysteriously because she was in her apartment or something like that alone, and no one really knows like why she mysteriously passed away at such a young age, and that she was pregnant, and that supposedly the baby was Jay-Z's. So Claudia Jordan recently came out and said that she doesn't have any confirmation that Kathy was Jay-Z's girlfriend or mistress, even though that just seems odd because the pictures that are there, I think it's like two pictures, more than one occasion that they were all together. So Claudia is now coming out and she's not even really she's not even substantiating the fact that she was even friends with the girl. So it just seemed forced. So I guess through that we can say that any exposing of Jay-Z, you know, that's one thing that's out now because Claudia is speaking against that. So I don't know what else Jay-Z could be exposed for. My God, I don't know what these people are doing um, behind the scenes. Yeah, Jay Z. I don't even understand why he even hangs with Diddy, to be honest. But whoever you hang out with, I think that tells a lot about who you are. So there's probably more to him that we don't see or that I don't see because I'm a fan of his. So more that I don't know about him that maybe would turn me off as a fan. I don't know. Because, um, what's his name? Diddy, there's just things that he does or that have come out about him that I'm not a fan of. So I'm just kind of like, I'm good on him. Diddy kissed his mom in the mouth. I thought that was so weird. I saw him kiss his mom. Yeah, that could be, you're right about that. That could be a big difference between Jay-Z and Diddy is that Diddy is sloppy, you're right, because maybe that's why we don't see too much about Jay-Z and his mess besides the elevator incident. And his ego. I'm pretty sure Jay-Z has an ego too, but I feel like Diddy is the type of person where if you even like say something as small as like if you don't like his outfit or something, or if you disagree with him, he'll be after you. And that's proven because I think he's gotten people fired before. I think he got Charlemagne fired. I think he got Charlemagne fired at some point. If you even say something wrong, he's like, but I don't think that Jay-Z is above being exposed or above being taken down because it almost feels like Diddy is never going to be taken down. Even though all of these things are happening, it still hasn't happened. It's like it's still not here yet. It's like when is the arrest going to be made? When are the criminal charges going to, come to fruition? But I guess never say never because what's this guy that died? Jeffrey Epstein. I was looking back into his story. He got arrested twice for the same thing. I don't even understand how people so associated with him. And he actually also had some of the same tactics as Diddy. He had cameras all over his house, and he would invite these very wealthy famous people to his house and things would happen there, and he, I think, would have those cameras. I think that's why he, mysteriously died in prison. I wonder if that will be Diddy's fate as well. Like, he has so much on other people that it's gonna be a thing where they just, want to get rid of him because he's been caught. So it's like he's been caught, so they don't want him to expose their secrets. So ultimately, they'll have him taken out or something. I wonder. But yeah, TMZ has a few documentaries on Tubi, and they're actually pretty good. I was really interested in the OJ one. Harvey Levin really believes that OJ did kill Nicole Simpson. I don't know. I'm like 50-50 on it, because I'm like, why would they let him get away with that? Just why? He had scratches on him. The lawyer, which is the Kardashians' dad, took a bag away, like an evidence bag away. So possibly maybe there was some evidence in there. And a lot of people talked about how OJ wasn't really that smart. So how could this man get away with murder? How? But Harvey believes that, he was guilty. And OJ actually had a different lawyer, and the lawyer removed himself off of the case because of his wife. I think his wife really believed that he did do it. So his wife was like, I don't want you representing this guy. So, yeah. Oh, what is this? This is kind of close. But yeah, everyone is just kind of waiting. I think Harvey Levin has a lot of insight into what's going to happen next. And there was something else that I was watching, and he was talking about Diddy selling off property and things like that. So I think that an arrest is going to be made soon. At least from how I thought he was talking, it sounded like, an arrest is going to be made soon. And I just can't imagine Diddy in jail for the rest of his life. I can't imagine it. It's just, wow. It's hard to believe. This is, It is honestly hard to believe. I can't imagine it. Oh, I remember this one. Let me see this. It's hard to believe that Diddy is actually going to go to jail. I just can't believe it. I don't know why. I just can't. If I was him, I would be so nervous right now, because it's just be like, listen, just take me already, because it's just too long. It's been like almost a year, right, since all of these things have been. But you know what? Diddy did know that this was coming, because remember a couple of months ago, he randomly gave masters or whatever back to the artists, and then everyone was like saying that he did the right thing, and I was thinking to myself, it's been years. Is it even worth Like, hasn't he already received so much from it? Hasn't he already benefited so much? What is it worth now for them to give it back now? It wasn't really something I was congratulating him for, but I think he did that because he knew something is about to happen. Something was about to happen. And that's what Mark Lamont Hill was talking about. Thank you, Ed. I think that's what Mark Lamont Hill was talking about, is that behind the scenes, things were going on, and he should have just paid Cassie off behind the scenes. If he would have did that, none of these things would have came to the forefront. So I think since he maybe spoke to lawyers and said, hey, these are the things that have been happening behind the scenes, maybe they told him, you should, try to do these things in good faith in order to kind of make things go in a better way for you. Because I know why he started doing that, and it wasn't even like a genuine thing. It was to save his own behind. Oh, this is a good one right here. Let me see this one. Oh, this is really good. This one is really, let's see. What? Whoa. So, yeah. Yep, so that was the only annoying thing, was Aubrey O'Day. I don't think they should have put her in there because she really didn't add anything to it. She wasn't really cooperative, and she was being very general with her answers, so it didn't really supply any information. It wasn't an exclusive. That was the only annoying thing about the documentary. All right, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll be back. I really want to do a video about Hush Puppy. That story, I don't know why it's interesting me, but it is. I think he's Nigerian or something, and he was like scamming, guys, scamming. Yeah. So I'm gonna do some more information, or I want to seek some more information, and then jump on here. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you another time.